Here's a tip of the week. When it comes to productivity and creating results in any area of life, it is important to look at our patterns. This week, I've been working on becoming aware of thought, emotional, and behavioral patterns that can move you forward or it can break you. It's important to see your strengths, vulnerabilities, as well as the destructive patterns that are there, destructive behavior patterns that we have, even destructive thought patterns that we have. So, a 50-year-old man who is very talented and well educated has a habit of getting into fights with his employers and ends up quitting with no other job in sight. Therefore, he finds himself in financial hardships constantly. Or a 30-year-old woman who is in various romantic relationships about every 3 months because she has a particular idea about romance that is not being fulfilled. Therefore, she gets disappointed and leaves. Or a 20-year-old woman who gets into fights with her friends constantly and blames them for their fights and finds another group of people to be friends with and follow the same pattern with them. Unfortunate circumstances can happen once. You can deal with them, learn from them, and use those lessons to correct the future course of action so that doesn't happen again. However, if the same situation, similar situations, and similar circumstances are happening consistently, I suggest looking at your patterns and your part in recreating certain and similar circumstances. So if you find yourself fighting with authority wherever you work, if you find yourself in debt every single month and have to borrow money, if you start getting disappointed with your mate very shortly, every 3 months, and then begin seeing all the negative traits and can't see any positivity in your relationship or the person at all every day. And if you end up losing every friend that comes to your life after a brief period of time, I suggest exploring your destructive patterns. And even if you don't fit in those three examples, look at what is it that you do every day, every week, every year. This is a constant pattern of complaint that you have that you keep seeing that gets recreated. I suggest looking at your patterns. The patterns could have been copied from your family of origin, mom and dad. Many people copy their parents' way of dealing with finances, conflict resolution, or emotional expressions or anger expression. Patterns can also be a product of your belief and thought processes. So you had an experience and you kind of like generalized it and still continuing. At times, you may be in a situation that is uncomfortable or doesn't work for you. You may generalize some of those ideas about yourself or others and continue to operate from those types of generalizing. A boy who had a controlling parent may, at age 8 to 15, learn that the only way to find his own identity is to take a stand in front of his parent. So this rebellious act finally works, and his family give up. Um, Give up in trying to control him. And this behavior creates a favorable result for him. So he continues to use the same rebellious behavior even at work or with any authority. He ends up quitting or getting fired from every job. A little girl who has to endure her parents' fights every day and as she's growing up forms a fantasy based on romantic novels that she will find her true love to be not like her parents, and she'll have this fantasy of who it's going to be. However, as she finds herself going from honeymoon stages of any relationship to the next phase of the relationship, she freezes, decides this is turning out to be just like my parents, and chews out. A girl who's been fighting with her siblings since she is the eldest and the family has allowed this type of expression at home thinks that if someone loves her, they will have to endure her volatile expression and have to fulfill her expectations and gets disappointed that others just choose out and they are not going to take that type of fighting. So observe your patterns. Do you find that you are in similar situation and you keep blaming others for what's happening? Start observing your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, behaviors in the way that creates similar results. Seek support and unravel those patterns. For more observational skills and emotional regulation skills, go to my book, Life Reset, The Awareness Integration Path to Create the Life You Want. Thank you.